Hey guys, welcome to JR Sportscards Chronicles. Today I'm going to be doing a review of the Robert Edwards auction that just ended yesterday, last night, September 22nd. This is an effort to kind of put out there more content, and I figured that for those that follow me, it's a great way for people to just keep up to date with prices of cards and all kinds of different cards. I will be covering different auctions. I'll try to stick to more premier auctions, but I may cover weekly auctions as well. This is pretty much a mix of different cards, mostly vintage baseball. All right, we're going to cover the top 50 selling cards of last night's auction. First off, we have a 1954 Red Heart Dog Mickey Mantle PSA 5, and this one sold for $37.20. Next up, we have a 1933 Gaudy Babe Ruth in an SGC 1. Looks like it has a couple of holes punched in the card, which is kind of interesting. That one sold for $37.20. We have a 1948-49 Leaf George Kell short print PSA 4, sold for $38.40. A 1909 T206 white border Danny Murphy throwing PSA 7, sold for $38.40. Another T206 Cy Young bare hand showing SGC 5, sold for $38.40. A T206 white border Christy Mathewson dark cap SGC 5.5, sold for $39.60. We have it looks like a collection of five T206s with various players, sold for $39.60. A T205 gold border Zach Wheat PSA 2, sold for $4,080. Next, we have the T206, a white border Scoops Carry, Southern Leaguer PSA 6 with an old mill back, sold for $4,080. We have our first basketball card, an 86 Fleer Jordan SGC 7, sold for $4,200. Next up, we have a signed 1959 Topps Willie Mays making his historic basket catch, sold for $4,320. Next up, we have a T206 white border Walter Johnson handed chest with an old mill back, SGC 5, sold for $43.20. We have our first football card. It's a Doug Atkins rookie card, 1954 Bowman, PSA 9, sold for $4,440. A 51 Bowman Willie Mays rookie card, PSA 2, sold for $46.80. We have a 1981-82 Topps basketball unopened wax box, sold for $4,680. I believe it's BBC authenticated. We have a 2022, our first modern card, Topps Transcendent Collection on the 58 Topps design. It's an auto, it's a superfractor, and it's Aaron Judge, sold for $4,800. We have a T206 Dutch Jordan Southern Leaguer PSA 7, sold for $49.20. Another T206 George Davis PSA 7, sold for $49.20. We have a 1950 Bowman Jackie Robinson PSA 5, sold for $49.20. A T206 Doc White pitching PSA 7 with a rare Tolstoy back. Looks like it's the highest grade too, sold for $5,040. We have a 1911-14 Brunner's Bread Christy Mathewson in a 1.5, sold for $51.60. We have 1933 Gaudy Babe Ruth PSA 1, sold for $5,400. Next, we have a T206 Bill O'Hara. It looks like it's a St. Louis variation, SGC, I believe it's a 2. Sold for 55.20. We have a T206 white border Walter Johnson. This is the portrait, PSA 3, sold for 55.20. We have a W516-2-1 Ty Cobb PSA 7, sold for 56.40. We have a 1986 Topps Traded Tiffany Barry Bonds in a PSA 10, sold for 6,000. Next, we have another T206 white border Rube McCard follow through pose PSA 7, sold for 6,000. Next, we have a T206 Ray Devitt. This is an authentic polar bear back, sold for 6,300. Next, we have a kind of a rare, I guess, sticker. I've never seen this before. 1952 Star Cal decals, Type 1, Mickey Mantle in a PSA authentic, sold for 6,600. Next, we have a 49 Leaf Larry Doby rookie in an SGC4, sold for 6,600. Next, we have a T206 Jake Beckley in a PSA 7, sold for 7,200. And this is interesting, a complete 86 Fleer basketball set. I believe these, well, I think only the Michael Jordan is graded. The rest are not graded. The Michael Jordan is graded in a PSA 5. That set sold for 7,800. Next, we have a T206 Sherry McGee. Looks like it's an error card. PSA authentic, sold for 8,400. Next, we have a photograph that's signed Babe Ruth and Christy Walsh in a PSA 6.5, sold for 8,400. Next up, we have it looks like a Type 1 photograph of Babe Ruth, International Newsreel. Looks like it's a PSA authenticated, sold for 8,400. Next, we have a 1951 Bowman rookie Mickey Mantle in a 1.5, sold for 9,000. We have a 55 Topps Willie Mays PSA 8, sold for 9,600. And we have a signed Topps 1968 Mickey Mantle, grade the auto grade's a 10, card grade 4.5, sold for 10,200. Next, we have a beautiful T206 Ty Cobb red background PSA 4, sold for 11,400. We'll take a look at that real quick. Beautiful Ty Cobb solid red background. Registration looks pretty good. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful card for whoever got that. All right, next we have a T206 Christy Mathewson with a rare brown Hindu back, sold for 11,700. Next we have a Sporting News M101 Ty Cobb and Honus Wagner PSA 1, sold for 12,600. Next we have a Modern Football 2023 Prism. This is the snakeskin parallel PSA 10 CJ Stroud, sold for 15,000. Next up, we have a 59 Topps rookie Bob Gibson in an 8.5, sold for 18,600. Next, we have a 2018 Topps High Tech auto of the super hot Shohei Ohtani rookie card, black and white, numbered out of 40. It's a black label, BGS 10, black label with an auto 10, sold for $22,800. Next up, we have a 49 Leaf Satchel Paige rookie card in an SGC2, sold for a staggering $25,200. These are rare in anything higher than a PSA 1. Next, we have a 1950 Bowman Yogi Berra. This is a PSA 9, and it looks like it's a Pop 3, none graded higher, sold for $33,600. All right, we have our final four. First off, we have a 52 Topps rookie, Willie Mays, in a PSA 7, sold for $33,600. Next, we have an E103 Williams Caramel Ty Cobb, rare card, PSA 4, sold for $40,800. We'll take a look at that real quick. Beautiful rare Ty Cobb. Great registration overall. And a super, super rare card. So, great pickup for whoever won this card. Next up, we have a 1907 rookie card, a Wolverine News postcard. Ty Cobb in a PSA 3. Highest graded, Pop 3. Sold for $43,200. And our number one card, highest selling card in the Robert Edwards auction, is the 1952 Topps Jackie Robinson SGC 8. Sold for $75,000. We'll take a look at this card real quick. Beautiful, beautiful card. Bright red background. Jackie Robinson. Really nice, sharp edges and corners. Slightly diamond cut, but nevertheless, beautiful card. Sold for $75,000. All right, guys, well, there you have it. This is the Robert Edwards auction that just ended September 22nd. And hope you enjoyed this different video on the channel, and I'll be posting more highlights of different auctions throughout. You know what to do. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and peace out.